Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday night baseball on the show. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Robbie Ray will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-1. Hit to short. There is Ahmed. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And now they've got him in a rundown. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing doing there for Houston. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Garrett Cole gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Here's Gerard Dyson. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And the changeup is way low that time. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Set to deliver on 2-1. Pitch outside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Set, and the 3-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. B-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Dyson, the runner at second with 1 away. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. A 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 5 on the year, and Arizona moves that in front now 2-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Still only one out in the inning. 1-1 to count to Jake Lamb. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
3-2, full count. Bases are empty, one man out. Line toward right center. And this is going to split the uprights and head toward the pool for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. And it's fouled away. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Chopped weakly to the left. Correa is there. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. From the stretch. Hit well on the ground to first. One there. Out. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Here's Carlos Correa now. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ray has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Next up for the Stros, George Springer. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. First pitch on its way. first pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting six, catcher, Evan Gaddis.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
0-2 the count to Evan Gaddis. Gaddis, who's sometimes called Bull for apparent reasons. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt shading to his right, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 0 for 4.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one. 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes in with an average of 265. 1 home run and 3 driven in. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting ninth, pitcher,
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Time for a look at the Stros on base. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Striding in once again, Gerard Dyson. First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Dyson is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, David Peralta, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Takes strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer has a play, and that's the 3rd out. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Arizona. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side, not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Striding in for Houston, Tony Kemp, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First delivery to him on the way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Gonzalez on at first, nobody out. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Ground ball right side. And that's through for a hit.
Yep, he made it.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, Hero. The pitch before that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad hack, or was he setting you up there, please,
Standing in now, Garrett Cole. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Ready for another chance, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. A wave and a miss.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 is taken below the zone for a ball. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peralta's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's set, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. And a quick bluff here over to first, but he'll just stare him back without throwing. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
3-0 to him now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So striding in, Carlos Correa, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Reddick at second. Altuve at first. 2 out in the inning. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Astros 2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard liner to center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. ball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's George Springer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Center fielder, number 4, George.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Dyson is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Evan Gattis now standing in. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In there for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Popped him up. Here comes Peralta, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Throwing to second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Now batting, first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Bounce it to the left side. Lamb charging in on it. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're down 3-2. Digging in to try it again. Daniel Descalso. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Changeup in for a strike. Descalso is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Alex Avila. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Belted high and deep into right center. Springer looking up into the pool area and gone. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, and it stakes the Diamondbacks to a 4-2 lead.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited it over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Robbie Ray, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Now Cole's delivery, 2-0. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Coming in is Kemp, and that retires the side. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We played 4. It's now 4-2 Arizona. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
So 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I mean, that's just left on left crime right there. He could go to that pitch whenever he wants in this type of matchup.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a looper to left. Peralta is over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
How about it? The pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Garrett Cole. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Pitch on the way.
Nope,
and they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Josh Reddick is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1-0 the count. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the move is Pollard. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Astros leave one. They trail it here 4-2. Here's Gerard Dyson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Right fielder, Gerard Dyson.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. This is on the ground over to first. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch, and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Dyson aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. The 2-0. Dyson off for second. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Brad Peacock is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Brad Peacock.
Paul Goldschmidt will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him. Got him. That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Standing in now, Jake Lamb, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Jose Altuve.
First offering on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Altuve, a 27-year-old, is making a bid to be an all-star this year with his strong season. He's currently the 2nd leading vote getter amongst second basemen.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. There's a strike. And it's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Into the box now, George Springer. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Both teams with 6 hits so far. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Peralta going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Evan Gaddis.
Striding in once again, Evan Gaddis. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
There goes Altuve. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Digging in to try it again, Marwin Gonzalez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Altuve over at second. Gaddis on at first with 2 down. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Ready with the 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Two men are on with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready for another shot now, A.J. Pollock. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Ready once again, Daniel Descalso. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Descalso behind 1-2. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Catcher number 5, Alex Avila.
Alex Avila will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Tony Kemp is 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And that one right down Main Street.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Swung on and missed 3-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. D-Roll, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Tyler White will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Kemp gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dyson's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, John Reddick.
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Reddick. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Number 66.
From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two runs, 6 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Fly ball out toward right field. Dyson's there. And that's the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 0-1 count and the pitch.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just a bit up. Two runs, 6 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1-2.
1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One left for Houston. They trail it here 4-2. Hector Rondon gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Rondon, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. 2-2 pitch just missed. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Devin Marrero will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Devin Marrero.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-1 taken, strike 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. To first. Gonzalez is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's Gerard Dyson, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Rondon's ready. Here it is on 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is a fastball that misses. Grounded back up the middle. Correa gloves it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Last time through was a base hit.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. And wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he rips it on the ground to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
George Springer is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Oh, he misses it. And he's in safely to third as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Evan Gattis now standing in. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Gattis brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Springer takes his lead at third with one away. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Once again, a 3-2. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that one-run lead still in check?
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the one run. Home half of the eighth straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Astros 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tony Sipp is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brian McCann is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, David Peralta. No hits to this point.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, David Peralta.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Peralta is retired, and there's one away.
First baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. Downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The 2-0 on the way. There's a heater in there for a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Bregman is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Then it remains a 4-3 game. Brad Boxberger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Brad Boxberger.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp.
The fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Striding in for Houston, Brian McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. And he misses again, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The D-backs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robbie Ray earned his 5th win of the year. Garrett Cole was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Brad Boxberger hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 4 runs on 6 hits. 3 errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Astros, 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street stations.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks set 3 balls into the seats as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-3. Freddie Freeman was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as Atlanta got the win against San Francisco 8-7. Gerardo Parra was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Rockies downed the Mets 6-4. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. Alex Wood earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 7-0. The Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-0. Justin Bour had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Marlins to a win over Cincinnati 8-3. The Milwaukee Brewers launched 3 home runs as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-5. Jose Quintana got the win, number 7 thus far, as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-4. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Indians 4-1. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-5. Miguel Cabrera smacked a home run and drove in 3, leading Detroit to the win over Kansas City 3-1. Pedro Alvarez picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame as the Orioles took down the A's 5-1. Blake Wood collected win number 2 on the year as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 3-2. The Rangers snapped their 5-game losing streak as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-4. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.